do a lot for me. But then we moved, and we moved, and I'm not with that therapist anymore, so I didn't want to find a new one, and I figured, I might want to give this a shot, so I went down there, and we did Ibogaine. The treatment includes Ibogaine and 5-MeO DMT, which is actually different than DMT. And for those of you that don't know what those are, there's a ton of information online about both of those. And actually, Tony Robbins gives a very good description of what his 5-MeO
Sorry for shaking that with the
DMT
camera because I get very shaky
experience
because
was
I'm
like,
doing this
and
treatment.
took his fear of death away. But so yeah, we went down there, and I had called Marcus and Amber, or actually texted them, and I had like kind of a breakdown, and I was just ready to do it, and I felt kind of guilty calling them because I know there are a lot of guys that are a lot worse off than me, and who are in relationships, with their wife that are a lot worse off than us. We have a great relationship, but I do struggle a lot with a lot of things, and they got me right in there, and I was a little skeptical. You got to be open minded for something like this, extremely open minded, and
No, fucking
I
right
didn't
you
know
do.
how it was going to
To
go,
get
but I was
anybody
just
to listen
going
to
off
you.
of the authenticity that these guys on the show, have, and how genuine they are when they talk about this treatment. So, here, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
And they couldn't, Marcus and Amber couldn't have put a better program together, to be honest. Everything is top notch. We went down there, and when you arrive, it is in a house it's not on the beach, but it's got a hell of a view of the ocean. And everybody had their own room. They have a full medical staff. They have chefs. They take this extremely seriously. It's not like, I think, what a lot of people think, where you go down there and it's going to be like 1965, with a bunch of hippies doing
In the
stuff.
woods or something.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. I mean, you get there, first thing you do.
I think my one's going to be a
you
bit
get hooked
hippie
up
that
to a
way
heart
ish.
rate monitor. They
Still
give
get
you an
looked after for.
EKG. They put I think it's like 8 wires on you. Test your heart to make sure you're healthy enough to do the medication. They get an entire list of medications that you're on before you even go down there to make sure it doesn't interact with anything that you're going to be doing.
Right. Didn't you have blood work done here too before you went down?
Yeah, they made you get an EKG here and blood work done here before you even go down.
Right.
And then when you go down there, they do it all over again. So I got down there. I mean, basically, I put my bags in the room, and it was go get your EKG done, go get your blood, urine samples, list of medications. They make you turn over all of your medications right there, and they're just taking safety precautions and making sure that you're healthy enough to do the Ibogaine treatment and the 5-MeO DMT treatment. I think it's majority for Ibogaine because that's such a heady drug. But
also, though, you weren't supposed to be like drinking or anything leading up to that too, right?
No drinking for 4 days
prior to even going.
Prior to, and that was hard for me. But I think a lot of people that watch this, they saw my social anxiety video and think I don't drink. I do drink. I just don't drink hard stuff.
I'm holding a podcast trying to show people
the
this shit, man, and it's mad.
And every night before I go to bed. So that was.
It's like, Jesus Christ, you should be watching this yourself, but nobody listens to a word I say, I swear down.
So we got down there, and I went with 2 other people. One, I'm not going to mention their name because I don't have permission. The other was I actually went with Marcus Capone, and man, their staff down there was just so welcoming and extremely professional. They even have chefs. You get a 3-course meal, sometimes a 4-course meal, 3 times a day. I mean, breakfast is a 3-course meal,
Wow.
and it's got like the presentation and everything. I mean, it's like a 5-star restaurant, and except you're just eating in a dining room. And so I guess I'm telling all this because I'm trying to paint a picture. When you go down there, it is 110% all about relaxation. They want you to be comfortable. You're not overloaded with all these different activities to do all day long. It is come down here, relax, think about why you're doing this, think about your intentions on why you're doing this, think about what you want to get rid of, or what you hope to get rid of. And the other thing they do tell you is don't come down here with a whole bunch of expectations because of the other people who've done it, because this stuff works different on everybody. And so I did go down there. I didn't have any expectations, and honestly, I was a lot more skeptical than I probably let on being down there. But
Another real quick though, another thing though, that's important too is communication. You know what I mean? Like you were kind of cut off from your phone and things like that, which I think was really good. Like I think you had the option to have your phone,
yeah,
but I think to be in the moment, to really get the most of the experience, it sounds like anyways, you really need to like surrender your phone and be there, right?
yeah, and they don't make it like mandatory, like hand over your
Yeah.
phone, but they definitely encourage not being on your phone all the time. And so I turned my phone over,
Right.
and we talked to a good friend of ours who had done this experience, and he said the same thing. Him and his wife said, "Hey, don't be on the phone. Just
Disconnect.
disconnect. Be selfish." And let this medicine do what it needs to do. You have to be 100% committed in it for this stuff to work. And we both really respect that, not just that individual, but that couple,
Mm-hmm.
and really took that to heart. So yeah, I got down there and I put my phone on no notifications, and you were the only one I was texting at first, just you and Sonny, our son. And then Tuesday I turned it over and I was like, because even that first night I'm getting texts from all these people, and it's like, I don't want to deal with this right now. This is for me. And so I did wind up just turning the phone off, handing it over. And so you go down there the first day, you do all the medical stuff, and then you do the sweat lodge. Second day is very lax. It's you watch a couple of documentaries